Make sure you lay into him. Tell him his pranks have caused too much trouble, and that your highness has taken a lot of heat for him. I'll be right here. Please, be blunt with him.
Okay, I will. I think I hear him coming. Hi.
Mom! Mom!
Mother, what is this about?
You've insulted your father.
You have insulted my father.
You're injuring me, honey.
You're questioning him weirdly.
What? What are you talking about?
What's wrong now?
I guess you forgot who I am?
No, I haven't. You're the queen. You're my husband's brother's wife. Although I wish you weren't, you're also my mother.
I'll just call somebody to answer my questions.
No, sit down. Don't budge until I add the mirror up so you can see what's deep inside you.
You're not going to stab me, are you?
Help!
Help!
Oh, what's this? A tattletale? Well, I'll be darned. He's taken out.
Oh, I think I've been stabbed!
Oh, my goodness, what are you doing?
I don't know, Dr. Queen.
A queen? That's a horrible thing to say.
Horrible. Almost as horrible as killing the king and marrying his brother.
What are you talking about?
That's what I said, Mother. You low-life fool. Good spy. I thought you were more important. You've got what you deserve. I guess you found out that it's too dangerous to get a busybody. Stop wringing your hands down. Sit down and bring your heart instead. Which, if I do, is soft enough, and your evil lifestyle hasn't toughened up at all.
Why are you talking to me like this? What have I done?
A deed that destroys modesty, that turns virtue into hypocrisy, and replaces the block of flow with a nasty brush, that makes marriage and church and religion a meaningless slaughter. Heaven was found on this earth, and is sick at the thought of what you've done.
What are you talking about? What do you think I did?
Look at this picture. That's that one.
Look at
I don't know what this is. His curly hair and his forehead of a Greek god. His eyes picture a man like the god of war. His body as agile as Mercury. A figure and a combination of good qualities. Seems like every god has set his face on the new man. That's your husband. And now, look at the other one. Like a mildewed ear of corn, in fact, in one side. You have eyes. How could you leave the height? Like a mildewed ear of corn, in fact, in one side. You have eyes. How could you leave the height of this man and downgrade to this one? You can't say you did this out of love, since at your age, romantic passions have grown deep, and the heart will beg. But what is move to you from this one to that one? You must put some sense in your head since you are to be able to get around, but it doesn't seem like it. Because even if you were crazy, you wouldn't know the difference between the two men. No one has ever went so insane that they couldn't get an easy choice like this, right? What devil blindfolded you? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smell without anything else. The use of one engineer's sense, one permit, doesn't say of yours. Why are you blushing? If you open take over an old mother's phone and let it melt my own, turns out it's no longer shameful to act on impulse.
It must stop. Maybe you say too much. I don't like this.
Yes, and you have to put a stick of your dirty sheet, wet with corruption and lovemaking.
Oh, stop. It's like you're stabbing me. Quit it.
A murderer and a villain, a lowlife is not worth the 20th of a cent of your first husband.
Stop it.
A rag of a king, angels in heaven protecting you through wings. What can I do for you?
Oh my goodness, you've gone crazy.
Have you come to scold your tardy son for straying from his mission, letting your commands slip by?
I'm suffering with somewhat dull appetite for revenge. But look, your mom is in shock. People struggling so from being overwhelmed by horrible visions. The imagination works. the strongest to those with the weakest body. Talk to her.
Oh, how are you doing, Madam? How are you doing? You're the one staring into open space, not talking to anybody, just rambling on about who knows what.
At him, look how pale he is and how he glares at me. Freaking even exposed when you get him to act. Don't look at me like that unless you want me to cry instead of kill.
Who are you talking to? I don't see anybody.
You don't see anything?
Nothing at all, but I can see everything that's here.
And you don't hear anything?
No, nothing but you.
Look how sneaking away. My father, just like he was before he was killed. He's walking out the door right now.
This must be your imagination. I don't see anything. I think you're really crazy off hallucinating.
Madness? Crazy? My heart beats just as evenly as your head. There's nothing crazy in what I've uttered. Couldn't you see the text? I'll rephrase everything I've just said, which a living stick definitely couldn't do. Mother, for the love of God, don't flatter yourself into believing that it's my madness, not your crime, that's the problem. You just be concealing the rot that's eating you from inside. Confess your sins to heaven, repent, and avoid damnation. Don't spread the manure over the weeds in your heart. It'll only make them more filthy. Forgive me my good intentions for your sins in these static spoiled times. Or as people have to say, beg your pardon to the bottles and beg for the chance to do anything. Throw away the worst house and live a pure life with the other. Good night to you, but don't go to my uncle's bed tonight. At least pretend to be virtuous, even if you're not. Habit is a terrible thing in that it's easy to get used to doing evil without feeling bad about it. But it's also a good thing in that being good can also become a habit. Say no next tonight. And that will make it easier to say no the next time. And still easier the time after that. Habit can change even one fragile instant, either reign in the devil in us or kicking him out. Once again, good night to you, and when you I speak for your blessing too. I'm sorry about what happened to this gentleman. But God wanted to punish me with this murder and this man with me, so I'm both headed to executioner and as minister of justice. This is bad, but it'll get worse soon. Oh, and one more thing, madam.
What should I do?
Whatever you do, don't do this. Let that fat king seduce you into his banging so you can pinch your cheeks, call you a tummy, and filthy kisses and massage your neck with his damn fingers. Make you admit that my madness is fake off calculated. What a great idea that would be, because while the fair, sober, alive, clean, I such a thing from a code, a pig, a monster like this. Would you do that? No, it's much better to spill me and dry away. Let the cat out of the bag and break your neck in the process.
You can rest easy since Lord no man is breath, and breathing requires you to be alive. I feel too death to breathe a word of what you just told.
Make you admit that my madness is fake off calculated. What a great idea that would be, because while the fair, sober, alive, clean, I such a thing from a code, a pig, a monster like this. Would you do that? No, it's much better to spill me and dry away. Let the cat out of the bag and break your neck in the process.
You can rest easy since Lord no man is breath, and breathing requires you to be alive. I feel too death to breathe a word of what you just told.
I have to go to England. Don't you know that?
I forgot all about the fact that that's been decided.
Yeah, it's a done deal. The documents are ready, and my two schoolmates, whom I trust about as much as rattlesnakes are in charge, Debbie wants to lead me on my march to Michigan. Let it happen. It's fun to watch an engineer get blown up out of his own explosive, and with any luck, I'll save a few people on their bombs and blow them to news. Oh, it's nice to kill two birds with one stone. Now that I've took this guy, I'll be off in a hurry. I'll load your goods into the next room. Mother, have a good night. This politician who is in a life of that,